Hey, this is Josh and this is Nathan from True Words Baptist Church in Louisville, Kentucky. We wanted to give a soul-winning recap for yesterday, which was Sunday, September 15th, 2024. We went back to that Park Hill Community Center in Louisville, which is just about 1.4 miles or so east of the church. It's a great soul-winning area. I think last time we went, we had like 13 salvations, if I remember right. And that was about a week ago or last Saturday. So we went back yesterday, Sunday afternoon, between church services. We had 9 soul winners with us. Some people weren't feeling so great that day, but we had 9 total. And I'll let Nathan here read the names, but we want to tell you some stories from this soul winning. We got some pretty good ones from this one. Had a great time, had lots of fun. And remember, people consider these areas to be like very dangerous areas. I'd say this one is, if you ask police officers, it's probably in their top 5 or 10 of most dangerous places in Louisville. And we had a little bit of trouble. It was a little bit different yesterday than the previous day, but a little bit of trouble starting out, and we'll tell you about that. But here's the names that we had: 9 total salvations with 9 soul winners.
Yeah, so just make sure you pray for these people that got saved on Sunday. We have Jamarian Jackson, Brittany Kincaid, Amelia Harmon, Antoine Harris, Derwin Mobley, Tico Thomas, Chanel McWilliams, Christopher Addison, and Trey Ellis. And just really make sure you take the time after this video and pray for those, and we'll have them listed, next to this video, because it's always good to just take that time right now and pray for them, because they're new believers, and we want them to be strengthened in the Lord and to come to church. So
yeah, and we're going to do our best to get them to church, because we got to remember Jesus told us to go ye therefore preach the gospel. But he doesn't tell us to stop there, right? He says we get them saved through the gospel, but then he wants us to get them baptized to that first step of obedience, so they'll continue to obey him. And then that's our job, is to get them baptized, and then he commands us to teach them all things. So how do we do that? We get them saved, we stay in contact with them, we encourage them to get baptized, to get to church, and that's what we're going to do with these people. It's not far from the church, so please pray for them like Nathan's asking there, and pray for us to be able to get them to church and to teach them the Bible, and that's how they change their life too, and that would be great for these people. There's a lot of people that are having trouble there. They want to get out of there, find a better life, so please pray for them. And some of the things that happened, like when we first got out of the car yesterday, I went straight across the road. Me and Chris went across, talked to a guy that was already saved, very nice guy, and then my wife and some of the other groups went down, and there was a larger group of people down there, and I think a few of them, I don't know how many because I didn't witness it myself. Nathan might have saw some of it, but I think there was one lady that was pretty much yelling in my mom's face, couple inches from her face, but she distracted her, and one of those people stayed. I believe it was a man, it might have been Tico, that stayed, that my wife was able to get saved there. It took a while, but got one out of that group saved. A lot of people wouldn't go up to those people, but we stop anybody, we go straight to them, and thank God that one of them was able to get saved. Some other things that happened, like Chris from Vision Valley Baptist, he was preaching the gospel. I was with him at a door, and he was able to get the lady saved, but she wanted us to step inside to pray with her. She wanted her younger children there with her to pray with her too, and she asked Jesus to save her, but I stepped inside, but just a few minutes before that I saw a younger girl, maybe 18, I'm not sure how old she was, but I had my daughter Callie was with us, and so I sent her over to her because she was watching us not too far away, maybe like 50 feet away from us. And I said, hey, go over to her. And she did. She wanted to hear the gospel. Callie was able to get her saved. But when Callie was done, she turned around and she couldn't find us because we had stepped right inside that door. So it made her a little nervous. But I stepped out and said, hey, Callie, we're over here. And then you could see the relief on her face. So after that, we went and talked to that younger girl that Callie was able to get saved. That was Amelia. And I believe she's very interested in coming to church. So we're hoping we can get them to church. And we also want to be able, I would like to take Bibles back to this area and just go back and visit these people, give them those Bibles. Another story that we had, and this is a funny one, so hopefully my mom doesn't get mad at me. But my mom was doing a great job soul winning yesterday. She got somebody saved. At the end, we were talking to a man that I hope will end up believing that it's a free gift. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to keep doing works and keeping the faith to the end of your life to be saved. We were talking to him. He came over to us after we had finished talking to him. He wanted to pray with us. We prayed with him, and we were trying to get out of there. We had somewhere else to go. And my dad and mom have a dark blue Chevy Traverse. And my mom, there was another black Traverse parked very close, the same area. And my mom wasn't really paying attention. And this is a dangerous area. And she goes up and she opens the passenger door of somebody else's car. It was a big man sitting driving the car. And she gets in and was about to sit down. There's a big gun that she almost set down in the passenger seat. And she's like, Gary doesn't have a gun like that. And then she looked over and she's like, that's not Gary, right? And she's like, I'm so sorry. And the guy was like, he just laughed. He didn't even say much. And then there were other people watching that across the road, and they were laughing too. So it's kind of, got to watch which car you're getting into. But I can see how that happened, because when I was leaving, before I knew that even happened, I didn't see it happen. I stopped and I was going to say bye because I thought it was Dad's car, and it wasn't. It looked very, very close to his vehicle. So. But anyway, we had those 9 total salvations. Again, please pray for them and pray for us moving forward. We're going to try to get out there soul winning even more, trying to get the church ready, everything organized to stay in touch with people. And we're going to stay in touch all over the place with everybody more and more often. Remember, our first services are October 13th. This year, coming up in, I think that's less than 4 weeks now. It's 4 weeks from yesterday. So just please keep us in your prayers. We need them as we go out and do God's work. So we thank you all very much. And again, you have a good night. I hope you enjoyed this short recap video. All right, thank you.